Hey, what's up? So, I know I didn't make a game 2 recap. I don't know why, I just didn't really feel like it. But game 2, it was real close. Much better game than game 1. Close to the very end. But Lakers did pull it out, in the final few minutes of the game. That home court advantage really showed. And then moving on to game 3, a game in which almost 100% guaranteed if the Magic lose, they will lose the series. Um, as you may or may not know, no NBA team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit to win. So, I mean, that would be pretty unlikely if they lost, but they did not. Coming off some of the leading scorers, Howard had 21. Turkoglu, I think, had around 20. Petrus, I think, had 20. And Rashard Lewis, I think, had around 20. Rafer Alston also had a good game. So yeah, I think they had around 5 players around the 20-point range. I still think if the Magic lose, the Magic need to win their next 2 games in order to have a chance of winning this championship. If the Magic lose either of these next 2 games in Orlando, they've lost because they're not going to win 2 games in a row in LA. And I mean, I would guarantee that. So mark my words, if LA wins Game 4 or Game 5, they will win the series. Also, I want to talk about the rookie Courtney Lee, who is currently the starting shooting guard. He's pretty inconsistent. Some days, like in the Celtics series, he was on fire. Some of those games, he was hitting jump shots left and right. I mean, in this series, what has he really done? Not too much. Last game he did have a very nice dunk, but not much else. He only had 4 points. Um, and on the other hand, Michael Petrus has been playing exceptionally well throughout all of the playoffs, really. So, in my eyes, I don't understand why Petrus just doesn't start at shooting guard. It may be one of those things like Manu Ginobili where he plays better off the bench. Or, I really don't know what it is, but if I were Stan Van Gundy, I'd be getting Petrus more time than Lee. Also, Kobe was just, in that first quarter, he was unbelievable. He was just hitting every single shot. And at that one point where he took a 3, pump fake, got Petrus in the air, I believe, and then went on to get a 4-point play, that's just when Stan Van Gundy, he was waving his hands like, stay on the ground. But, when someone does that, you just gotta shake your head and then just, you know what you're up against when someone does something like that. He's just amazing. But the level of difficulty of the shots he was taking was very high. And although Kobe can make those, he will most likely not make those the whole game, which is what happened. He had 21 points in the first quarter, went on to have 30 something, 32, 30, somewhere around 30. So a terrible second, third, fourth quarter. He started out on fire, but I thought we were going to see another one of those 81-point performances. That would have been really something. But that's definitely what you can expect when you're watching Kobe any given night. He can go out and just uh, just light it up anytime. So game 4 will be Thursday. I'm not sure what time. I assume it's 9 o'clock, the usual time. Maybe 8:30. I don't really know. But again, Orlando needs to win. It's another must-win game. If Orlando fails to win, they will lose the series. So until next time, I'm Wizards Man. Lakers up 2-1 in the series.